See Hannah. See Hannah. Can't touch it. Can't touch it.
Okay. Our video.
Okay.
Our Q&A video.
Q&A.
So first question was by Johnny RX. And his question is, to each band member, which band inspired you to play? Who wants to go first?
There we go.
No, we have to start from the ends.
No, we're in that way.
Yeah, alright, Ray, go ahead.
The bands that inspired, well, for me, of course, it'd be Rush, Iron Maiden, The Cars, and Judas Priest is one of them. I can't forget about those guys. So Don Williams, that was for my dad, Johnny Cash. And so the first time I played with music was Easy Top too as well.
Cool.
That'd be me.
I guess mine would be Metallica, Trivium, Devil Driver, yeah. Basically anyone that shreds.
I would say would be Slipknot, Trivium, All That Remains, just metalcore type stuff. I used to get a lot of influence off the riffs that they do, and yeah.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
What was the question again?
Which band inspired you to play?
I have a lot, but I'd probably say the biggest inspiration is probably Metallica.
Metallica.
Yeah, I see I'm wearing the shirt.
Metallica.
Especially this album and Justice for All. That's okay.
Can't even see it.
Yeah, Metallica. And, but other bands, of course, influence me. The usual ones like AC/DC, especially Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Black Sabbath. Those bands that major influenced them. Like back in high school, it was all about Slipknot, so still a fan. That was an inspiration too. And of course, other punk bands, like for you, Johnny. My cousin, he's in a punk band, so I had some influence from him too. All the bands I listened to. So I think the main ones are probably like Ramones and Clash. Some other hardcore stuff, or other harder punk like Black Flag and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's it.
Nice. Okay, question number 2 comes from April Patero. Her question is, how did the band come together? The band came together back in 2011 with just us two right here in the same room. We've been going at it for 2 years. 2 years. So just came from playing in here basically and just coming up with a lot of riffs and songs. So yeah, basically how it came together.
Well, for me, I've been playing for a long time. I'm not saying that I'm old, but played a lot of. I started off with country, and then of course metal's always been my passion. So we of course with Darius, this is our second metal band, and this is my fourth metal band that I played with, and now this is more concrete here. So and it and I know it's going to be pretty solid. It's not going to go anywhere.
Then the third question comes from Zach Yazzie, aka Victor Jr. Yazzie. Will you guys do a cover songs like Devil Driver or Godsmack? I don't know.
Yes.
I think if we did Devil Driver, it would be Clouds Over Cool. have to, we will.
I mean, just for fun, but
And if it's a Godsmack song, I don't know which one would you want to play?
All of them.
awake, asleep.
Sleep? That's a wig, dude.
I got one. You heard that song, Moon Baby?
Yeah. First album?
First song, first album. Yep.
Fourth question comes from our main supporter and helper, Radine Silversmith Yazzie, my mom, his wife. And her question is,
My groupie.
what is your favorite mainstream song that inspires you? Go ahead.
For me, beyond Judas Priest, you know, back in '86, the tour tape that Judas Priest done, just the way Rob Halford and the whole band just fired up the people. That would be my mainstream, is Judas Priest with the stage appearance.
Okay, it's just in case they can't hear us. But we'll just see how it sounds. Okay, for me it would be Enter Sandman was the first mainstream song I really got into. That would be my main inspirational mainstream song. Bet.
No. Let's see. Well, trying to think, but I would say right now would be Trivium, Brave the Storm. Just adds up to all their old albums, and you can just tell from their styles, from In Waves and Ascendancies. Seems like they just brought it together and to a new album that's coming out. So that would be my mainstream song. But yeah.
A mainstream song that would inspire me is. At least they can hear me. There you go. It'd probably be Metallica's One.
One.
Yeah, that's a song that really inspired me. And once I heard that song, I had to find out which album it came from. And of course, it was Justice for All. And I think that's the main album that inspired me, but that song in particular was what inspired me, so yeah, that's the answer to your question.
Cool. And our next question is from Max Castillo. And the question is, how much of the day do you spend writing your music, and who does most of the writing? As a band, we probably practice about three times out of a week, sometimes 4, depends on our work schedule. Depends when Sebastian can get off work. As far as the songwriting goes, it was for a while just myself and my dad. But once David came in, he brought in his own tunes and riffs, and we just kind of put them together. So now it's basically everyone has input on their songwriting. So that's the answer to that question. And then the next question is Mike Slaughter. If your dad decides to hang up his sticks, can I take your place? I'm going to let you answer that.
When I first saw the question, it really hit me. But, I'm 45 years old, and I've been drumming ever since I was 13. And like I indicated, I played in a lot of bands, and drums have always been my passion. One of my goals, of course, was to make records, CDs, and that's already been done. But one of the goals that I want to accomplish is to get endorsements, either by, Tom, D Drums, or whoever. And I've actually had packages sent out years ago, and I actually had response, from companies. So it's close. And I bring that up, and for a reason. And I know, Mr. Slaughter, I know you want to play and all, and, some of the people I've actually talked to, had said, take that as a compliment, because, you've inspired other individuals who want to play. So that's good. But Mr. Slaughter, it's gonna be a while, okay, before I retire. And, you know, I mean, we really appreciate all our fans, you know, and who are out there. It seems like Testify is just growing strong and stronger. And you never know, you might get the chance, you know. I mean, you know, with my busy work schedule, and you know, I'm involved in the Novel Nation government, and Lord willing, you know, if he's going to inspire me to run again, if not, then you know, then I know we're going to concentrate more on their music. But you know, Mr. Slaughter, I really respect your question, and you know, and we'll just keep in touch and see how far it goes.
Cool beans. Okay, then another question comes from Lady Rain, and her question is, what made you want to be on the stage? I'm not sure if that was meant for the band, but I'll go ahead and let us individually answer that. Her question was, what made you want to be on stage?
Well, it's always been my high school dream. In high school, I've always seen all these bands, and actually, I thought I couldn't get to that level. But now that we are, I guess it would be, you know, my high school years. Graduated in '86, and you know, I know it sounds old, but you know, that's always been my goals. And I want to kind of back up too to the last questions, if I can, to Mr. Slaughter. And you know, the question was, if your dad is deciding to hang up his sticks, could I take his place? And you know, I'm not saying no. You know, it's still, you know, a possibility. Believe in your dreams, and that's what I tell our young kids. But I wanted to also mention, you know, with the drums and all. I know we're jumping all over, but sounds like a chapter house meeting. But but in 2004, for people that want to look in the archives. And you know, I encourage our young people to believe in their goals. 2004 in October, we were featured in Modern Drummer. Yeah, well, team. I was featured in Modern Drummer. So for you know, check it out on archives and on the computer. So anyhow, that's sorry to throw a monkey at you.
Okay, low battery. Okay, once again, the question was, what made you want to be on stage? For me, it was just basically seeing my dad and how his previous bands, he was always on stage, and just watching a lot of concerts. Back then they used to have the Headbangers Ball on MTV, so I used to watch that, of course, and seeing all these underground metal bands that weren't really getting the attention that they are today, but just watching them and seeing a lot of musicians around here as well. I can remember back in, I think it was 7th grade, saw Billy Crawley from Ethnic Regeneration at the ceremonial. So seeing him do his thing on stage and just made me want to follow behind.